What's up, everybody? It's Aaron Duncan with the Necessary Bluntness Sports Talk. Here again with a video talking about the Carolina Panthers' first day of training camp. It's a lot of good stuff going on, man. A lot of great news. Ton of stuff to get into, but just a few notes and stuff that I noticed. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, I don't know if you guys have been on social media, Instagram, Twitter, whatever, if you follow the Panthers or not, but first thing of business, we got to talk about the great news that Cam Newton unleashed a 35, 40-yard pass, deep bomb to Curtis Samuel to get behind the defense for a touchdown, and it was a great sign. I mean, of course, it's not pads or anything, so it was a clean pocket. Cam, that throwing motion looked pretty good. You could see him really whip his hips into it with those new mechanics that he'd been practicing, and everybody was doubting if he was going to be able to maintain, but the pass is on the money. We know Cam Newton has been one of the best deep ball throwers. It's just been the injuries that's been harming him and keeping him back from being able to do that. So seeing that highlight of him throwing that bomb to Curtis Samuel is beautiful. As you can see, though, there was a lot of chest bumping and high fiving after that, and it was kind of like a eyes wide open for everybody. I have to think that the teammates and Cam himself probably feel just how I'm feeling right now with butterflies and feeling all giddy inside because the beast is back. I just hope they don't overdo it this early, but from what I'm hearing, Scott Turner said that the pitch count, I guess, is 40 throws per practice. However, he has the green light to throw deep whenever the play is called or whenever the opportunity arises. And with guys like Curtis Samuel and DJ Moore, there's going to be a lot of opportunities, of course. And what else I heard? They heard that there's another deep bomb, actually. He threw to Chris Manhertz down the middle, and Manhertz had a wrestling match with Eric Reed for the ball, and he came up with it. It might have hit the ground or something like that. However, the pass is pretty much on the money, and you got to be feeling good. I mean, Manhertz, he's not really our receiving threat, but for him to be able to go downfield and Cam to give him a chance and having that much confidence, one, in Cam's arm, and two, in Manhertz to catch that pass is a great sign. Also, what I noticed is Cam looks pretty skinny. Not skinny, I'll say lean. We know if you follow Cam Newton's vlog, he said that his favorite exercise in cardio is spin class. And we saw him doing all that last year. I'm sure he'll probably pick it up again this year. But he looks pretty lean, you know what I'm saying? I know he's played sometimes at 250, 260. I'm sure he'll probably be 245 or so. Who knows to see what he'll carry around in weight-wise. But I know he's vegan, so of course he's going to be a little bit skinnier because he's not eating meat or so-and-so, whatever's going on. But it's good to see Cam in great shape. The arm looks good. All the reports for the reporters that were there say that he doesn't like he's showing any stress or concern about his shoulder when he throws it. But like I said, I just want to play it careful. I know last year during camp, he kind of got too far ahead of himself, and the coaching staff didn't really taper everything. So they had to kind of draw him back later on in camp as his arm started to fatigue. So I hope they kind of keep a great baseline and kind of let him do what he needs to do. And I don't know if that 40 throws that they want him to be on the pitch count includes individual drills and team drills, but we'll see. I'm pretty sure that's what it includes, but I don't want to spend too much time on Cam, but I know that was the highlight of the practice, and I'm very excited. Staying with the quarterback position, Will Grier, he actually took second team reps. I know I made a video talking about the camp battles. I'll link it up because I'm going to talk about a couple of those different things in this video, but Will Grier got second team reps. Kyle Allen got third team reps, and apparently Kyle Allen had a pretty good deep ball. He had a pretty great practice. They pretty much split the team reps at first when they came into the second team, but Kyle Allen was the third quarterback and Will Grier was the second. They're pretty sure that the preseason they'll probably alternate, I guess, between being the second string quarterback from what I'm hearing. But it'll be interesting to see this race, who becomes that number 2 quarterback and who becomes that number 3 quarterback, because most teams only dress 2 quarterbacks per game. So we'll see. Somebody's going to be the odd man out, but competition breeds excellence. So let's go ahead and get this thing going. I'm ready to see who's going to be that backup quarterback. The next thing was the offensive line group. Of course, I know that was another camp battle I talked about. What would be the combination, of course, with Taylor Moton, Darrell Williams, Greg Van Roten, and Greg Little, of course, the second-round draft pick. How would all those guys fit in? Because some guys can play guard, some guys can play tackle. Moton played left tackle last year, but he's great at right tackle. The starting group that goes from left to right was Darrell Williams at left tackle, Greg Van Roten at left guard, Matt Paradis at center, Trey Turner at right guard, and of course, Taylor Moton at right tackle. This was surprising to me because they actually left Taylor Moton at what position he's better at. Darrell Williams has a lot of versatility. However, I wasn't expecting to put him at left tackle, but they did. And Greg Van Roten apparently had a great offseason, and he had a great year last year. So they wanted to give him a chance to actually get those reps. And Ron Rivera has been pretty adamant that he wants Greg Little to earn that spot. I know he's good about bringing rookies on slow, which I hate, as you saw with DJ Moore last year. He didn't really get a chance to show what he could do until later on in the year. But Greg Little, I like that, though, because his offensive line, this is a position that's very important. You don't want to put a guy out there that's not ready just because he was a great prospect and he was a second-round pick. You don't want to force anybody out there. You want the best combination, and they haven't even put on pads yet, so you really can't see a ton of what all the guys can do. Whenever they go full pass, that's when we'll learn a lot more about the offensive line group. But I was just surprised to see Darrell Williams starting at left tackle and left guard. I mean, they said that, but I didn't think he would be the starting left tackle and left guard. So we'll see what happens. I still think that Greg Little will get that starting position. However, we'll need to see what he does in practice more to be able to figure out how this combination is going to sort out. Moving on to the defense, another thing that was noticed is the starting group did not include Brian Burns. The starting edge rushers was Bruce Irvin and Mario Addison coming off the edge. And one of the highlight plays, the first play of team practice was a tip pass by Mario Addison from Cam, and Shaq Thompson picked it off and ran it back for a touchdown. You want to see this team make plays. I know it's been a while since we have a very turnover high defense, and defense has been solid. I know it fell off last year, but I want to see this team create more turnovers and create more extra opportunities for their offense. The reason why the offense was the number one offense back in 2015 in the Super Bowl run is because the defense led the league in causing turnovers. So defense turns to offense. I want to see these guys make plays, strips, interceptions, stuff like that, getting to the quarterback, causing strip sacks. We need to see more stuff like that. Defense forcing the issue, not just being a tough defense, but actually making plays to make things easier on the offense. It was great to see that highlight play as the first play, even though there was concerns, of course, some concerns about the secondary with those big plays that were happening. Yes, you're happy for Cam, but you want to know what happened on those deep routes. From what I'm hearing, it was a hard count by Cam. It ended up being like a free play scenario, kind of where I think Bruce Irvin jumped offside, so it would have been a free play. So they took a shot. Maybe they caught the defense napping because Curtis Samuel took off, and I mean he was fast. You saw the highlight before, but it was pretty dope. Another thing about the secondary, Corn Elder got the first reps at nickel, and of course I talked about this in my training camp battle video. Like I said, make sure you check that out to get my deeper insight on that. But Corn Elder got the first shot at nickel reps. They didn't really give a ton about what he did in practice. They did say he had a pretty decent play guarding DJ Moore. However, DJ Moore slipped. Corn Elder, I think he dropped the interception. He almost came up with it, but I want to see Corn Elder develop and see him actually play nickel. We saw him on the outside playing corner last year against Seattle, and he got cooked. But I don't want to write him off because he was inexperienced. I want to see him get some more experience, stay healthy, and actually get to do reps. Because he has some development to do. But I want to see what the coaching staff sees in him because they give him the first reps. And from what I've seen, he hasn't played great. But I still want to give him a chance to play that nickel, which is what they drafted him for. So that's that. But, of course, Rashawn Golden actually rounded out the secondary at free safety. Of course, we knew he was going to be the starter. They didn't really say a ton about how he did in practice. He didn't get burnt. I mean, I know a lot of the times they're talking about people making plays. His name really didn't get mentioned because they mention when guys make plays and they mention when guys get beat. He really mentioned. That can be a good thing and a bad thing. I'd rather him just hold down the fort than being burnt or be like wanting him to make plays. I mean, it'll come as it goes. They talked about him actually playing nickel. Marty Herney had a press conference, talked about him playing nickel. So maybe bringing in another safety from outside, maybe Trey Boston or Eric Berry, I guess, if they feel like Rashawn Golden is not coming on like they want him to. And they can maybe put him at nickel. He played nickel in college at Tennessee, so maybe that may be a more natural position for him because he's kind of slim, a little bit undersized. So maybe playing nickel, if Corn Elder doesn't work out, can be a scenario for him. But I did hear that Rashawn Golden did stick around at the end of practice and did some extra work with the coaches. So that's good to see that he's committed to getting better and taking advantage of that opportunity because that's what you want. You want competition and you want guys to rise up to the opportunity and take advantage of the opportunities that they have to make plays. So that's pretty much it for me, man, for the first day. You guys let me know down below in the comments what you guys are excited about the most. We talked about a lot, I know, and I hope you guys check out the Cam. How do you feel about Cam? Do you think that this is a great sign and that you're ready to go ahead and book your flight to Miami for the Super Bowl because the Superman is back? Let me know down below in the comments. But without further ado, you guys make sure you hit the subscribe button. I'm going to be dropping videos like this, just recapping the training camp and giving you updates on the Carolina Panthers as things get going harder and harder. Of course, like I said, it's going to be more full-time and full padded practices coming. So that's when things will really get real for the defense and the offense and the running game. So it is what it is. But without further ado, I'm Aaron Duncan signing off with Unnecessary Blunt Sports Talk. I'll see you next time.